Hi guys, welcome to my channel Green Meadows. So today we are going to talk about this beautiful plant Spathiphyllum and very known house plant this is. And I know that it is very favorite of many people. And the name, the Spathiphyllum has come from this flower of this plant. Look at the flower and this gorgeous. These plants, see these are not flowers of this plant. This is path and this is the flower of the plant. See in this bright you'll be having in this small as you can see the spores, this will be having the flowers of this plant, and this is the spat which is protecting the flower of this is a unique plant, so that is the reason many people just love this flower. And it doesn't have much of blooms, but still this is loved by many people because this is a unique flower. You won't find these kind of flowers in all these plants. And the leaves also, as you can see, these leaves are dark green in color. These are not you know very dark, so you can put it in the light space, lighter corner of your house, so that it will look very lovely. And coming to its what to talk about this plant. This plant is, it looks really beautiful and it is an indoor plant. And indoor plant means you should not put this plant completely into the low light. Many people say that this is a low light plant and we can put it somewhere where you don't have much of light. But no, coming to its light, it likes medium to moderate light, bright light. And you have to put it somewhere near the east facing window or the north facing window of your house. And if you have any west facing window, mine is put in the west facing window because I have porch, so I put this in west facing window, and the sun doesn't fall directly on these leaves. Okay, so that is the reason you can put there. And coming to the soil of this plant needs very uh, the soil should be well drained soil. What I have taken in this is normal garden soil with cocoa peat and compost is less, like 20% or so, and you can take sand for this soil. Don't take clay soil because clay soil will spoil the this plant. The one and only problem most of the times have with this plant is a root rot. This plant will get rot just because you overwater it. You must never overwater this plant. You have to water it when it is completely dry or it is drooping. When you see one or two leaves drooping, only that is the time you need to water this plant. Okay, there is the biggest problem with this plant. Many people say we cannot my plant has died. It is mostly the common mistakes what they do is overwater. So you must not overwater this plant. Just water it as you keep this indoor. You don't need to water it every day as we water to the other plants. With the outdoor plants, this plant, as it is kept indoor and it is not in the sunlight, so you need to water it whenever the soil is very dry. I don't say you water it in 3 days or you water it in 4 days. Consistent watering is really important in these kind of plants. If you're watering in 3 days, again you water it in 3 days itself. Don't water it once in 3 days and again you remember in 4 days, then you water it in 4 days. Don't do like that. Consistent watering is really important in these kind of plants. Okay, and if you don't have that much and if you don't want to think that much, you can just put your finger and check the soil, and whenever the soil is dry, only water at that part of it. Okay, so that is it. Watering is a key thing in this plant. And the blooming, most people say they don't get the blooms, and because see, when you get this plant from the nursery, what they do, they spray some kind of chemicals to this plant and you will be getting the blooms. When the plant is not mature also, you'll be getting the blooms because of those chemicals what they put. But we don't do all those things. We don't want to spoil our plants doing all such things in our home. So maturity level, every plant gives flowers when it becomes mature. So maturing of this plant is also important. So let this plant mature, let it become big, then it will definitely flower, it definitely bloom. But still, if you think it is not blooming, then what you need to do is keep it in very very low light for 2 to 3 days, then bring it in the very bright place, then it will definitely start blooming. And coming to the fertilization, see, this is a mild plant, delicate plant, little bit. So what you can do is you can give more of phosphorus type of and nitrogen rich fertilizer and phosphorus rich fertilizer, little bit of potassium to get the blooms. So what you can do is you can spray NPK 19 19 19. I spray it in 10 to 15 days, because see, this is not a heavy breeder, and that also I'm doing in this part of time. As this grows in spring, and in till September this one will be blooming. So until that time you can fertilize, and after that if you fertilize also it is no use, but you will be having these beautiful green leaves and they look lovely, I'm telling you. And one more thing is, coming to the lights, I told you, see the browning of the leaves, these happens, when it is put in the, you must understand that it is not getting enough humidity. You can put a pebble tray underneath to create a humidity area. And see here, this one I wanted to show you, that is why I did not remove this one. See here, this yellowing of this leaf, this happens because of overwatering, or sometimes it also happens because the leaf has aged. See, I've also have these new leaves coming up, so I don't think it is all because of overwatering what I have yellow one. But don't forget to remove these kind of leaves, because these kind of leaves, they'll pull all of the energy from the soil and the nutrients from the soil, unnecessary nutrients which we will be giving, which we have to give to these leaves and these flowers, will be sucked out from by these leaves. So that's it, guys. And one more thing is, see, I have put this one to show you. As nowadays we are using sanitizers, and when it got empty, what I did, I kept this one beside this plant, and you need to mist it all the time. You just go near the plant, whenever you see, you just mist it, because see, we are not watering this plant regularly, but the leaves they need humidity, right? So misting is really important. As the summers are very very dry, the air is dry, if you are putting in some fan, the air becomes really dry. The home temperature what we have inside the house is a little drier on the side. So what you have to do, these leaves you should keep little bit of moist, and you need to just spray these kind of you should mist it, then they won't turn brown like this. So, and one more thing I want to talk about this plant is, many people they say that their plant is not growing, it is just looking as it is all the time. So sometimes it also happens because it got root bound. So what you need to do is, if it is completely root bound, then you need to separate it, repot it, then it will again grow and it will again bloom. So sometimes if you are not getting enough blooms also, that may be the reason, because it got root bound. This gets root bound very easily. See, mine also, it is in the smaller pot, so I'll be repotting it, not now, but I'll be repotting it in the rainy season. So I'm thinking to repot it in rainy season. At that time, if you want, I'll also share the video with you. So see, it has to be like this, or it can be smaller than like this. I think it is also root bound, so I'll be removing this in the later time. So that is also one tip I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, and sunlight is over, fertilizer I told you. Yeah, that's it, guys. So share this plants, tell your friends to grow this plant. And thank you for watching my video. Please hit the bell icon. I'm doing really hard work to grow my channel. Please subscribe my channel so that I can make many more such videos and share with you useful tips. Thank you so much for watching.